So I can only blame Mercury retrograde. I had a beautiful reading that I just did, and I'm going to share what the highlights were because I just feel that this was an important message to share. So this is probably going to be quick, but basically, prior to this, I explained that yesterday I had a really hard day. I did an arm balance workshop, and I was not aware that it would trigger a lot in me to do partner work. The physical touch of assisting, receiving assists, giving assists would actually trigger a lot from my past. By the way, hi, my name is Jade. This is Wilder Moments Tarot. And what I have to share with you is that before I even began the reading, I said that I think it has something to do with strength. I think it has something to do with if you do some sort of movement exercise or movement sport like dance, gymnastics, yoga, really anything movement based, and you find that it's something about it has triggered an old wound. This could be for you. But basically when I started pulling cards for the overall energy, I got the 5 of Cups. And with the 5 of Cups, I got a heavy energy of isolation, disappointment, people walking away. I got people walking away from us, like you, me, people walking away. Like there's creating distance. And I said that felt in alignment with the message I need to share because yesterday I felt very much isolated, and I kind of put myself there. In this arm balancing workshop. We were doing one-legged crow to chaturanga, and I had to, one of the exercises was, so you have your knee on your elbow for one-legged crow, your opposite leg is kicked out, and the practice is kicking out into chaturanga. And so the assist, where someone came in to assist me, was they put their hand out for my extended leg to press into so that my other leg could come out and I could do the chaturanga. Well, I had assisted my partner, and when it was time for my partner to assist me, I shut down. And I was like, I'm fine. This is really hard for me anyway. I'm just going to work on what I can do. Don't worry about me. And the partner was like, I could see in their face, they were just like, oh, but I'm like, what did I do? Like, I could see in their face, like, then they said, I'm more than happy to help. And I just was like, I'm good. Everything's fine. I'm good. And the teacher came over, and the teacher was kind of seeing what was going on. And basically they said, Jade, they explained it to me in a different way. Like, this is kind of what we're working on. They're offering their hand so that you can press your leg there so that you can come out into chaturanga. It's supposed to help you see that this is possible. Like, you can access this to show you, like, to give some proprioceptive touch so that I can empower myself, basically. And because they came over and I could tell that they really, like, they had this kind of, like a desire to show me something different, I decided to try it, and it worked. It all worked the way it was supposed to. And I feel that the energy that we're moving through is disappointment, maybe over the way we handled something. Maybe disappointment over old wounding. I did not realize that doing arm balances and inversions and having to give assist and receive assist, the physical touch in and of itself is very triggering for me from my past. So I'm a survivor of childhood sexual abuse, and it was from someone that had access to me for many, many, many years, someone I was very close with. And that old wound kind of reared its ugly head in this class without me fully realizing it until taking a step back. And so the way that I pull cards is there's a conscious mind card, unconscious, overall energy card, and advice. And so overall energy is this feeling of isolation and disappointment. Now you have to relate that to your own situation. When you see this card, what is it that you're moving through in your life? What is it that you're moving through in your life, and what stands out to you the most, and why? And how can you relate it to your situation? Because that's how you're going to get your own intuitive message, which is really what I try to guide you to, okay? I share my story to help you unlock your own magic with your tarot cards, okay? In the conscious mind, we got the King of Wands. And I thought, this is very fitting because the way in which I live my day-to-day life is very much from this perspective. I believe that's the same for you. I believe that both of us understand that we are the fire, we are the flame, we are the catalyst. And the Leo the lion really stood out to me, and partnership really stood out to me. Like, we have people that want to support us. We have strength. We have true strength. We have developed. And the song I Am the Fire came up from Hailstorm, which I don't know if you've heard, but it's like, I am the fire, I am burning brighter, I am the one I've been waiting for, screaming like a siren, I am the fire. It's a very powerful song. If you look it up, see what it does for you. But we are the fire, like you and I, and we have made it so far, is what I'm getting. Is like in our lives, from the wounding that we experienced and whenever in our childhood, in our past, we have moved so far. We have come so far from it. And we have learned to train the mind so that when the old wounding comes up, we are knowing to recognize that's old. That's old. That's not my story anymore. I'm not gonna allow that to be my story. I'm not gonna allow that to come into this new chapter. Well, there's something with this reading about a situation that was disappointing. Maybe you disappointed yourself. I feel slightly like I disappointed myself yesterday. I wish I had more of the energy of the King of Wands yesterday to not shut down right away. But the truth of the matter is that I still participated. And so that is courage. But I'm just trying to say that my main message was that we know we are the King of Wands. In our unconscious, we have the wounds. And the wounds, I said, unfortunately, will always be there. The wounds are always going to be there. We will heal from the wounds. The wounds will heal over time. But until our dying day, they will be there, right? Just like thoughts. We can never get rid of thoughts completely. They will always be there. It's how we interact with the thoughts. And the last thing I had said, once I pulled the advice card, which was the Ace of Pentacles, was that every moment is an opportunity to try again, to begin again, to wash the slate clean, to move forward. And I say this in my yoga classes when we're doing difficult postures, and I see this feeling of disappointment. I can sense it in the room. And I know the feeling because I've been there too, kind of like yesterday, me trying to do these arm balances and it's totally kicked my ass, which is, good. It's good to have things challenge us. But I allowed the feeling of, I can't do this. And I allowed the feeling of, my old wounding, my old abuse wounding is somehow going to just prevent me from being like some of these thoughts or like self-limiting beliefs are a good teacher, because how am I going to give assist if I'm all fucked up inside, right? And I'm being guided to share it like this. Well, we know that we are the King of Wands, and we know that we can see this differently. And so what I'm being guided to share is that in the next moment, choose differently. Choose again. And don't be so hard on yourself, because this shit is so hard. And you're not alone is basically all I have to share, is you're not alone. Like, in this modern world we live in where social media, it's like you're putting up the highlight reel constantly. Sometimes I feel like we feel like we have to live the highlight reel too, like in real time. And that's just not sustainable, because we have feelings and because we've had things happen to us, and we're growing, and growth is sometimes painful. So I like to share this because my goal is to build a community where, there's authenticity, where we can see the light in the dark, and where we can choose differently, because how you show up matters. You may not think it does, but it matters a ton. How you show up, the energy you put out, the energy you have with your friends, with your family, with your school, with your, I'm getting teachers, with your peers, it all matters. One person, just the light of one person can inspire another, and then they inspire others. They inspire all the people in their garden. And so the message is, honor how far you've come. Honor the wounds. Honor the feelings. And honor your new beginning. And honor the fact that whatever happened in the past, whatever you felt, it may be different now how you choose to move forward, what you choose to tell yourself. So that is the main message. I feel so sad that the first one was not recorded, because it was a lot more beautiful, I feel, than just this quickie that I have for you. But maybe that's just the way it was meant to be. My channel is like, I thrive in, what I'm getting is, my brand is about making mistakes. Making mistakes, showing up as myself, showing some of the quote unquote ugly parts. My first video, it was like beautiful, like well put together, even though I didn't do any putting together. It was just very organic and it flowed. But my second one, it feels like a little rushed. It feels like I'm trying to catch you up. It feels like some of the story isn't coming out the same way that it would hit with the first one. And maybe that is also a part of the message. And maybe also just a part of what I have to share. And maybe what you might resonate with. So anyway, I love you so much. Thank you for being here. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.